guys, yesterday we have covered till STLC. We have seen what is STLC, what does STLC stand for, and what are the types of STLC. These sorts of things we have seen the process that STLC involves, that it starts from test plan, test analysis, test design, construction, test cycles, final testing, post implementation. These sorts of things we have discussed. Then we covered what is test plan and STLC, how many phases are. I make it much more shorter than we have test plan, what is inside test plan, and we have test design, and also we have test execution. These sorts of things we have inside testing STLC. And now we have what is inside test design. We have test scenario, test cases that we have talked about. That what is test scenario? Test scenarios aims to general things like I'm telling you that, hey, you need to test that. And what is test case? The procedure, the way in the steps that you're writing is that actually that test case. So these sorts of things we have discussed. And today let's practice it, that how we can write test cases, how we can write test scenarios. We will see that as well. Now, everybody, in today's session, we have a practical session. Like, a practical session is not that much bigger. You just, first time you follow me, what I'm doing, after that, you need to do that. I will assign you a task in the class, so you guys need to do it, and I will check it. Let's say, for example, you're a manual tester, because we are studying right now a manual testing, and you're a manual tester. Now I'm telling you that, hey, how many participants we have in the class? We have 10 participants. I will ask Aisha. For example, I will ask Aisha, go ahead and test the Facebook login page. The moment when I'm telling this, hey, Aisha, go ahead, test a Facebook login page. So Aisha will do what, guys? Facebook Meta. Aisha will search in browser. Aisha will click on sign up link address of the Facebook login page. Aisha will go and type some random name in here, and she will click on this password and type some random password, and then she will click on login button. Now the moment when Aisha click on login button, here you can see that Aisha will get an error message that definitely Facebook redirected, that the email or mobile number you have entered isn't connected to an account. Find your account and log in. Now this response is coming back from the Facebook. Now the task and duty of Aisha is what? The task and duty of Aisha is that she need to report this thing to who? To a developer, to team leader, to a team leader tester who leads them. That's all. Now, how this process will be done, how we will begin this, let's see it. Let's say, for example, most of the people are using Excel for that, but in my case, I will use Word. That's why I'm doing it with Microsoft Word, because the aim is that we need to generate a manual report. That's all. And everybody has different format for their self. Let's say I will make this center. Let me make it a little bit getter. Okay, now it looks good. Now I'll make the size of the font 16. And now I will do it. Testing Facebook login page. That's all. Now I will make it to the left hand side. Let's say I will make the size as of 14. Let's make it small. Let's say, what is the test scenario, guys? The test scenario is, let me unbold it. Test scenario is, now anybody can tell me in here what is the scenario in here? The test scenario in here is testing Facebook login page with correct and wrong data. This is my what? This is my scenario that I will write. That, hey, I'm gonna test the Facebook login and sign up page with the correct and wrong data. With both type of data, I will test it. Now the next job is that I need to write down what? I need to write down the test steps. Test. For that, I will name it as a test case. Now in here, you need to do what? You need to add it step by step. I will do it like this. Step 1. What do you need to do? Open browser. Browser. Step 2. Search for facebook.com. Let's make it www.facebook.com. Step 3. What do you need to do? Click on first link which appear on web browser. Sorry, web browser. Next, you need to do what? After that, you need to do it like this. After clicking on first web browser, you need to do what? Next job is now enter a valid username. Step 5. Enter a valid password. Next job is you need to do what? After that, click on Facebook login button. Your next job is to do what, guys? After clicking on Facebook login button, your next job is to see the result. That's all. You did the steps and that's all. Now you can save this file. I will not save it right in here, but you can save it in your computers. Now next job is to do what? You will go to Facebook. Let's take a screenshot of my search, whatever I did. Let me go back. Okay. Now, you don't need to take a screenshot of the steps which you did and go ahead for search. You need to take the screenshots from the actual web application from where it starts. Like, oh, I'm on the landing page of the Facebook. So what I will do, here is a beautiful tool named Snappy. I will open the Snappy and I will take the screenshot of the Facebook page. I will bring the search result also so that we can understand that this is the Facebook actual page. Now I'll copy this. Here is 2 paper sign like icon in here. You can click on that. It will be copied in your clipboard. Now open your Word. Now below that, you can paste that picture. Now you have taken that picture of a Facebook landing page. Now what you need to do is that you can write a report on top of that what kind of data actually you have inserted. Now let's write down the data which you have inserted. Let's say I will say a valid username. Let's say I will say my valid username is Furqan Ahmad Haji. Or let's say Furqan Ahmad. I would say my valid password is, let's say, this is my valid password. But believe me, guys, this is not my valid password of Facebook. So let's do it. This is the data which I'm going to provide it for the Facebook sign-in page. And this is the format of testing with correct data. Now, what I will do, suppose, think of that this is the correct data. And last thing, the result comes like this. After that, take the screenshot of what? Take the screenshot of the another page. Let's say I will enter this information. I will enter this information and I will click on login. Once you test it with correct data, what happened? Let's see. This account is connected with someone. So I will go back. I will add some numbers. I'll click. Okay. Now it gives me error that this account is not registered. I will go ahead the Snappy again. I will click on this new and I will again take the snapshot screenshot. Once I took this, I will copy it. And I will do what? I will paste it in my Word documents. That's all, guys. I have pasted that with correct data. It gives me that result that this account is not registered. Now you can write down the same scenario, testing with wrong data, like username. I will enter as a this password. I will enter like this, a number, random digit. And now I will do it. I will take the screenshot of that. Let's say I will take the screenshot of this page again from the Snappy, and I will paste it that, hey, with the wrong data, that this kind of information is generated to me. Now I'll paste it in here, and that's all. This is the testing of UI of Facebook login page, which I have made. Now, whenever this task is assigned to you, you need to do what? You need to save this file and assign it to your senior developer or senior software tester. From that, he will understand that, okay, the developer claimed that, hey, this function is working fine. Why you're claiming that this is not working fine? For that sake of your work proof, you have to keep that in files, that whatever test you have made is, this is the proofs that you take the screenshot, and this is the steps that you have implemented. Now, this testing phase, I will divide it into two phases. First phase, I will give you the practice that you guys have to write down only the test scenario for me in the test case. I will keep it in front of your eyes. So I will assign you one task on the class. You need to do what you need to do. Go ahead and test the login page. Just you need to open your Word document. You want to open a notepad. You want to open any tools that you can write inside that. You can open it. Now you do just what? I will assign a task. Let's say test LinkedIn login page. I passed it in the message box. Just copy that and follow the same steps. I will pause the recording for a minute. Now, what will we do, guys? That you have the scenario in front of you, and you have learned that how you're gonna try to write down the test cases. Now I will assign one another test case right in the class. You guys need to do what? I will click on back. Let's find the Facebook sign up page. How we can find the Facebook sign up page, guys? I will click on create new account. Here it is, the Facebook sign up page. Now your duty is to do what? Your duty is to write down 2 test cases. One test cases you have to write for what? For male user, you have to make an account for male user, and one is you need to create account for a female user. I know that the both ways same, but the aim of the class is that I want you guys to make your hand dirty a little bit and try to type something in the computer, and you have to learn that what is the actual manual testing and how people would and struggle in previous days that they do the manual testing, and how the automation will affect us. We will see it in later on in future, but now we are focusing on what? We are focusing on manual testing, so that's why I will try to make you clear with the manual testing. So your task is to do what? First name, let's say I will make an entry for Ali. Last name, let's say John. Let's say email is this. Let's say password is this, birth date is this, and he's male. And let's say click on sign up. Your duty is to do what? Your duty is to write down everything manually, whatever steps you have covered from the beginning. I'm telling you, from the searching of the browser till creating of the new account button till selecting and filling these forms. You need to do it, but this time you need to take the screenshots as well. And your screenshots will start from the where? From this page. From clicking on create new account. You have to put every screenshot and you have to show me that what you have steps you have covered. So go ahead, the template is in front of you, and do the manual test case, apply the test case for both male and female, and you try to write down the test cases, the test scenarios in it too. I'm saying that testing Facebook login sign up page for the entry of the male information, testing Facebook login page for with the data entry of the female. That's all, and you need to write down one test case for that because the test case is same, and you need to do what? You need to take the screenshots after that. Go ahead, start working and try to use Microsoft Word. You guys understand what you do? What you have to do? Now, guys, I will show you how we can test the Facebook sign up page. Testing Facebook sign up page. Now click on this section again to go to the left hand side and select the bold button so that we can write it down, and let's change the size. Let's make it 14. Now the test scenario is I can show you the trick that right click on this and select grammatically it will be correct, so don't worry about and don't bother yourself that much. Test scenario. After that you need to do what is that write down the scenario. Testing Facebook sign up page with correct information. This is my test scenario, guys. Now next, let me make it capital. So next what I will do, I will type what? I will type test case colon. Now I will select what? 1, 2, 3 formatter. And here and I will start. First of all, for testing the Facebook sign up page, where I should go to browser. So I will write down open the browser. Next step, what is the step? Search for Facebook. Search for Facebook. Once you search for Facebook, what you need to do? Next is you need to click on create new button. Let me give a hint. Have the green color as, let's make it has the green color. Okay, next job is what I need to do. Next job is after that, click on create. After that, the new page will pop up for me. Now, if I click on this, you can see that a new small pages pop up for me. Now, I have first box, I have last name box, I have email box, I have password box, and I have birth date and genders. Now, what I will do, for first box, I will write down like this. Now, enter a valid name in first name box. That's all. Now for next, you have what last name? Enter a valid last name for enter a valid last name for last name box. Now next you have what? Enter a valid mobile or email address. Next you have what? New password box. Enter a valid, or we can say a rememberable password. Rememberable password. Next, select the birth date, select the month, select the month for your birth date from the drop down list. This particular section is called, whenever you click on this is called drop down list. Now, select the date, or we can say date for your birthday, or we can say I mentioned birth date, but it's okay. You can pass it as a birthday also. Birthday from the drop down list. Next, you need to do it. Select the year for your birthday from the drop down list. Next, you have to do what? Select or check one of the value from the gender radio button. Next, you have to do it. Click on sign up. Click on sign up button. That's all, guys. These are the steps you need to write down for the Facebook sign up page. Now for screenshot, what I will do, I will enter like, let's say Ali. I'll make it as a John. I will make the email alijan@gmail.com. I will re-enter the email. Let's enter. Let's the password. I put the password as a this, and I'll select the March this, and let's say 2005. I'll select mail, and I will click on login. Now for that, how you can take the screenshot? Open that Snappy, click on new, take the screenshot, and try to do what? For clicking on the sign up page, just you have the pin, select the pin, and you can draw an arrow in here for clicking, or you can make it highlight like this. That's all. Copy this, come to the Word, and try to do it. Try to paste it down in here. And that's all. This is for Facebook sign up page. Hope you guys understand this. I will do one thing. I will save this. Let me save this. I will save it on desktop. I will name it. Let's say the name is correct. I will share this document in the chat box so you can download it from the chat box and later on use it for the reference purpose. Okay, everybody just try to download it from the chat box. Okay, this format is not allowed. Okay, I will do that. I will share it in your WhatsApp group. I'll share this in your WhatsApp group. So that was all about the testing of a Facebook sign up page, guys. How you can test the Facebook sign up page. And today I will assign some assessments, and I will pass that assessments in your Facebook WhatsApp group, in your WhatsApp group. So from there you can take the assignments and you can start working, because you have 3 days off. So in these 3 days, I don't want you to be away from this manual testing. So I will assign some websites so you can start your testing. Best of luck for that. Our session is ended up in here. So I will stop the recording. Do you have any question till this